Hi, welcome back to Reading with Money. I'm Money, and today I'm starting a new vlog for the spooky season. Although it's not really spooky season here in Uruguay. I mean, we're in spring and we don't really celebrate Halloween. But this weekend, today's Friday night, and it's been kind of dark and gloomy for the past couple of days, weirdly. And it's gonna be like this the rest of the weekend, so it's a perfect time for the book I'm currently reading and the one I'm planning to read next. The one I'm currently reading is Leech by Hiron Ennis. I don't know if that's how you say this person's name. But anyway, I am absolutely fascinated by this book already, and I'm like on chapter 6, I think. I don't even know how to describe to you what it is about, but basically there's this institute of doctors, or like something related to medicine, but it's all bodies being controlled by some sort of intelligent parasite. And one of the bodies in the north of wherever we are, because I still don't know where we are in time and space, discovers kind of like another parasite who is like going to be like competition, I guess, for the human hosts. That's basically it. I don't know how else to explain it. I am already, as I said, fascinated. Like, I read the first chapter and I was like this, like the eyes emoji. I don't know. So yes, I am super creeped out by the idea of a parasite. And also, after reading What Moves the Dead, I am terrified of fungi of any sort, and like this parasite seems to grow in that way, and I'm just oh my god. But yes, the writing is super interesting. There's a lot of like words like that seem French but are not French, and that's why I don't know exactly where we are in time and space. And we're like in the north of a place, but we don't know exactly where. There's a lot of descriptions about acid oceans, and like, I don't know, maybe there was some sort of like radioactive fallout or something. I don't know. But yes, it has a whole gothic vibe going on as well. So this book has the makings to be like a favorite, and it's also quite unique. I don't think I've read anything like that this year. So yeah, I'm very excited to keep reading. But yes, my plans for the weekend are exactly that. Possibly finish this book between Saturday and Sunday. I plan to cozy up here with my blanket because, again, it's kind of chilly today. It's the middle of spring, people. Come on, universe. But anyway, that's my plan for today, and possibly tomorrow and Sunday as well. So I'll see you when I have an update. Hi, so today is Sunday evening. I didn't do any checking in yesterday. That's because I spent somehow most of the afternoon journaling in my reading journal, like trying to catch up, and I got so into it and I didn't read almost anything. Yeah, I think yesterday I just read on the bus while going to and from work. But yeah, so today I actually did a bit more journaling. I still slept a lot. I am very tired. So I slept all through the morning basically. And yeah, now I've been reading here again with my cats and my blanket. And I've been reading for a couple of hours, and I'm like almost halfway through the book, I think. Yeah, I'm exactly halfway through the book. I am fascinated, and I just I can't. It's very addictive because you still don't know like a lot of things. Like there's a very mysterious vibe because we don't really know what happened in the past, although we do get told a lot of like what sound like folklore stories about the past, and like yeah. So it's all very fascinating. It does allude to some sort of like climactic disaster or something. I don't know. And I am fascinated by our narrator, which I made the mistake in my head of gendering as a man, because, and I do think it might have been intentional by the author, but I don't think I mentioned this. But the origin of the story is like in this north, there's this chateau where a baron lives. He depends on a lot of machines to keep him alive and a doctor to take care of him. There was a doctor who, you know, one of these doctors from the institute who was, you know, a male body, and the new one arrives, and you immediately assume that the new one is also a man. I don't know why, but I did. Which is interesting, to face your own biases, I guess. So yeah, halfway through the book is where we first see any indication of our narrator's actual sex. I don't know if I could call it gender though, because like the body is not autonomous. Like there is a parasite, and that parasite is probably like genderless. It's all very interesting to think about. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading now. I should go do other things. I did buy some strawberries and I want to chop them up, but I also don't want to get up from this sofa because I am very tired. I got like an allergy flare up today, and so I've been sneezing and I feel kind of like as if I'm coming down with something, but I hope it's just the allergies because I cannot take any more sick days from work. We're in a very crucial moment of the year, and I can't miss work. So yeah, hopefully it won't get to that. But yeah, my throat also feels kind of funny. But again, it might just be the allergies, so fingers crossed. But I will try to get an early night, so I don't think I will be finishing this book today. So I'll have to catch up with you tomorrow. Well, guess who was actually sick for the past couple of days? It was me. It was me. Yeah, it wasn't just allergies, I guess. I don't know. I spent pretty rough couple of nights, like not being able to breathe from like the cold. So that was fun. Had to miss work again. I hate it. Anyway, I did finish Leech yesterday. I don't know what to say. Like, that book is probably one of the most unique books I've read this year. I should make a video on like unique books I've read this year, maybe. But anyway, I just there was so much. I don't even remember what was the last thing I said. What? Why? What are you trying to do? Like what's your end game here? You're not going out. You're just making noise now. Anyway, I was gonna update you yesterday because I was feeling better in the afternoon, but then I got a huge flare up of rosacea. Is that how you say it in English? Like it lasted for literal hours, and it was not pretty. It was not nice. Like my face was literally, apart from being like red as a tomato, it was also swollen. It was not good. Anyway, I finished the book, and as I was saying, completely unique, incredible, so many things, so many themes explored, so many things happening. I don't want to spoil anything, but I can't. I don't know how to talk about this book and not spoil it, but at the same time, I need to say something. So I don't know. I will say though, I did find the narration choices, let's say, genius. Because like, yes, it makes you, yeah, like for half of the book, you're like rooting for the parasite in us humans, and then suddenly you start kind of like realizing, but also at the same time, was the parasite that bad? Like there's so many things to discuss. I cannot. God, I'm agitated now. So anyway, I don't know, I gave it 5 stars. Obviously, it was incredible. I kept thinking about it last night as I couldn't sleep again. That may not have helped. Finishing that book last night maybe didn't help with like my brain trying to go to sleep, but yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about that book for a while. There's a lot of like trigger warnings, I would say. There's a lot of like body horror and some certain depictions of sexual abuse. It was a lot. So anyway, that's the book I finished, and today I am starting Thistlefoot by Jenna Rose Nethercott. I think I'm remembering her name. This is a book that is kind of like a retelling of the Baba Yaga myth. Am I saying that correctly? It's like from Jewish folklore, like Eastern European sort of thing. And I don't think I've ever read anything like that before, so I'm really excited. But apparently this is set in like modern times, and we have these two siblings who are estranged, but then they inherit this house called Thistlefoot that is on chicken legs, hence the cover. And then there's some sort of other entity, dark entity chasing them or something. I don't know. It sounds really exciting, and it is also horror-ish, I think, so it should fit well for this weekly vlog. I hope I can finish it by the end of the week, so I could wrap up this weekly vlog in a timely fashion. But yes, we shall see. I am now waiting for my dinner because I don't want to cook today, or even heat up anything like from what I have frozen, because I've been eating kind of like the same things, so I ordered some pasta. Anyway, I'm gonna eat that and probably jump on some reading sprints at night. Mary from the channel Mary Jo Hedrick, I think that's how you say her name, or Hedrick, not sure. She is doing Tuesday night reading sprints for the past couple of weeks, and it fits perfectly in like my schedule, I guess. So yeah, it's been fun jumping on there. So yes, those are my plans for tonight, and I'll let you know once I have an update. Hi, it's Friday night. I'm exhausted. I've been exhausted all week. I'm sorry, my cat is acting very weird. I don't know what she's trying to do, but what? What? Anyway, I haven't been updating you. So, I did start Thistlefoot on Tuesday. Um, I read like 6 chapters maybe that night, and it was great. And I've been slowly getting through it. I think I'm now at the 40% mark. And I am so intrigued by like where this book is going. Like we have the setup already, and I just, yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how the main conflict is gonna happen. Um, but also like the sibling relationship in it is super interesting to read about, because we have these two siblings, brother and sister, and the brother left home when he was, I don't know, still in high school, like 17 or something, and hasn't seen his sister for like years, so they're kind of like piecing things back together, I guess. But they're both very weary, is that the word, wary? They're both wary about sharing too much or opening up too much or showing vulnerability, I guess. So that makes for an interesting dynamic, especially because you get both points of view, so you know the things that they're not telling each other. um so that makes it a bit frustrating to read, because you're like, would you please talk to each other? But at the same time, it makes it really intriguing. So yeah, I am loving the writing style. It's almost lyrical at times, especially at certain parts of it. Especially when it's there's some chapters where we get like the house itself's the house itself's perspective. Am I saying words correct? I don't even know. We get the perspective of the house itself, told like in its own words, I guess, and the Baba Yaga story as well. That part is like we're getting the story told in bits and pieces, and that part is like, yeah, very lyrical. And yeah, then we get the siblings story. Their family had like a puppet show, and so when they receive this house, Isaac, the man, has this idea to like take the family puppet show on the road, and yeah, kind of get money using the house as a stage. The sister, Belatine, I don't know exactly how you say her name, but she agrees because she wants to keep the house, and so they had made a deal about who gets to keep the house. But anyway, and there's also some sort of magic element, like magical realism thing going on as well, which I don't want to get into too much because I might spoil things, but that part is like fascinating. I really want to read more, but I've been so tired. Like, yeah, yesterday I came home with a headache. I just didn't want to do anything. But yeah, I'm gonna try to read a bit more tonight. But I do need to get an early night because I do have to go to work tomorrow. But hopefully I'll be able to finish this book this weekend. It's still awful outside. Today it was cold and windy and drizzly, like not even actual rain, just like very annoying droplets, like ugh, gross. Anyway, that's basically it. I've been trying to think like what this book is reminding me of, and I can't put my finger on it, but yes, there's something about this book, or either the story or the way it's told or something that is giving me certain vibes, but like I can't tell what it is, and it's very frustrating. But yeah, I need to keep thinking about it, and maybe if I keep reading, it will come to me. But it's definitely reminding me of something I read either this year or last year, and I can't figure it out. But anyway, I am very happy I am reading this. So yeah, catch up with you later, I guess. I've just finished the book, and I've been crying, so I'm a mess. I was not expecting I was not expecting to cry with this book, but here I am. I I don't even know what to say. There's so many things. Oh my god. It's way too late. Why did I do this? Oh my god. Um for a while there, I wasn't sure like how I would rate this book, and if I was like, especially like after the halfway mark, I was still not sure about it. But yeah, it's definitely a 5 stars. I don't know what. Anyway, I will try to wrap up this vlog tomorrow. This was really good. I just, yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about this for a while again. So yeah, very success. I can't talk. Very successful week and a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep now if I can. But I'll try to wrap this up properly tomorrow. Oh boy. Hi, today is Wednesday. I'm here to wrap up the vlog because I could not do that yesterday. It was a very long day. Anyway, as you saw, I finished Thistlefoot very late Monday night. I don't even know. Oh my god. For a while, for a little bit of the book, I was doubting my rating, but it was definitely a 5 star in the end. Um I don't I can't what can I talk about without spoiling things? One, I finally realized what the book was reminding me of, like the vibe it was giving me. It was Ray Bradbury. I can't. Like Ray Bradbury's more like magical realism kind of stuff, more like the hard sci-fi thing. But even still, like with like the purple prose and like the creepy um atmosphere in like something wicked this way comes, which is like one of my absolute favorite books of like all time. And anyway, and I realized this just as I was getting to the end of the book, and then she mentions him in her author's note, and I was like, yes, yes, I am vindicated. Anyway, that was fantastic. The writing style is just right up my alley. Loved it. I loved how we got like different origin stories for the house and Baba Yaga. That was incredible. I really liked it. I really liked the house's narration and how the house talks to you as the reader. Loved it. And yeah, the themes explored of like generational trauma and like I can't talk, of like generational trauma and the whole Jewish experience in Eastern Europe. Um, all of that was very hard to read, especially at the end. I was like crying. Um, yeah, I thought those themes were incredible, and like how the generational trauma leads to the magical realism elements that we have in the story, like the magic thing. I thought that was brilliant. And I've not done a very good job of explaining what this book is about, I think, but I can't really tell you much more than what I've already said. So yes, I found this book very creepy at times, especially with this like this entity, the Long Shadow Man. I think that's how it was called. That was super creepy. And yeah, the way that the siblings magic is described was also kind of creepy. I wouldn't say that it was full horror, but it definitely had those like spooky vibes, and it was fantastic. And yeah, like I said, it had very emotional moments as well towards the end, because yeah, I teared up. I was not expecting for that to happen, but yes. And like, yeah, the ultimate message of like a story has to be told so that we don't repeat history, and how the story should, and like someone should bear witness to things. Ah, that was so powerful. I loved it. So yes, I was not expecting such a like powerful reaction to this book, but I did, and it was, yeah, I loved it. So yeah, all in all, pretty successful spooky season reading for me. Um, Today, as I'm filming this, it has also been a very weird, gloomy, very heavy day. Like, it rained for a little bit, but yeah, it's still like super disgusting, humid. My hair is a mess. Anyway, so a very fitting end for this week's vlog. It's been more than a week. Never mind. We'll just call it a weekly vlog. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have read these books and what you thought of them, or any other spooky books that you would like to recommend. Because yeah, I mean, I'm going into summer in a bit, but you know, whatever. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to. I have my TBR game video coming up next, which I just filmed the rolls for, so yeah, exciting books coming up in November. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, happy reading!